Hi, everyone. Is that okay? This is not okay, right? I'm sorry. Thank you all for being here. My name is Liliana, and I'm here to present you a new solution to prevent malaria. Did you know that malaria kills more than one person every minute? So by the end of this presentation, more than 7 people have died with malaria. That's right. Malaria is a very serious disease, kills a lot of people, and costs a lot of money. But today we will be focusing on the increasing number of travelers to regions where malaria is endemic, and that you can see in red in this map. So what travelers should know is that malaria, or the risk of getting malaria is very high because it takes only the bite of a tiny mosquito to transmit the malaria parasite. So it is really important that travelers take anti-malarial prevention medication. But the problem is that there are only few drugs available. Not everyone can take them. There is also the problem of parasite resistance. And most important are the side effects. And I have here an example of the side effects for mefloquine, which is one of the most used antimalarials in the market. And as you can see, the side effects are as bad as the symptoms of the disease. So in the end, the traveler decides not to take it. But this is wrong because malaria can kill you. So if you are one of those travelers and if you decide not to take the prevention, here's what will happen to you. The parasite will grow inside of your body exponentially. First in your liver, then in your blood, inside of your red blood cells, you will destroy them, and this is where you get sick. So typically what drugs do is try to kill the parasite at some point in this cycle. But the strategy we are proposing is completely different. And to explain you the logic of it, I have here a video that some of you might recognize. It's from a recent movie. Can you?
Mass of the cells that make up earthworms and human beings has only 2 solutions: be immortal or to reproduce. If its habitat is not sufficiently favorable or nurturing, the cell will choose immortality. In other words, self-sufficiency and self-management. On the other hand, if the habitat is favorable, they will choose to reproduce.
Okay, so what Morgan Freeman said about cells is also true for the parasite. The parasite has 2 solutions: to grow and reproduce if the conditions are good, or not if the conditions are hostile. So our strategy is to trick the parasite into thinking that the conditions are hostile so we won't reproduce. And how can we do this? We can use specific compounds that will activate the mechanisms of self-control and self-management in the parasite. And so our idea for the product is to put those compounds into a tablet, and we have reasons to believe that it will work because when we test the compounds in vitro or in mice, and in this case we treated the mice just 1 hour prior infection, they proved to be efficient. So, but the advantage here is that these compounds are already in the market, and we know that they don't have side effects or very little. So what we have here is a new or an alternative solution to prevent malaria without the side effects. And now I will leave you with Daniel, that he will tell you about the details of our business plan.
So thank you, Liliana, for showing everybody our new solution for malaria prevention. So I will take you through the phases of product development, but first I will tell you that in the last 5 years, we have developed the technology where we are basing our product on at the lab in Instituto de Medicina Molecular with funding of 1.5 million euros. from the European Commission. Starting next year, we'll have a proof of concept phase, which will take 2 years and will need an investment of 300,000 euros. The next phase that also takes 2 years are the clinical trials, phase 1 and 2A, that will need an additional investment of 2.2 million euros. To finalize, the third phase will be the larger clinical trials. So this requires an even larger investment of 9.5 million euros. However, we think that in the previous phase, so by 2019, we have the conditions to out-license our technology to a pharmaceutical company. I will now briefly mention you our business model, which is adapted from a standard pharmaceutical product model. So we will outsource production. The distributors will sell the product to pharmacy shops where they will be available for the travelers. One of our most important partners, or I should say the most important partners, will be travel medicine doctors and the family doctors, since they decide the buying or not of the product together with the end customer. These are financial predictions. For an investment of 12 million euros, there will be a return of 16.7. That is a 40% profitability. The payback will happen in 10 years or the third year after sales. So we have a team that contains, to start with, was composed of Liliana and our supervisor Maria Mota, and now I have joined this team, and together the three of us has 45 years combined experience of working in malaria research. We will have an additional scientific advisor who is a medical doctor specialized in malaria and works at Hospital Santa Maria and the School of Medicine. For the COHiTEC program, we had the essential help of Nuno Lopes, a management student, a master management student at ISCTE, and also our two business mentors, Filipe Portel and Mário Freire, who are here. So I want to remind you that our product will start a new generation of malaria prevention. In the next decade, our product has fewer side effects. This will make people adhere more to prevention, and in this way we will reduce malaria around the world. Thank you very much.